Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC. Today we are going to be doing something completely different than what I originally planned. I totally forgot that right after the Sizzling Spice Fest ended, we got a new monster release. So today we'll be taking on that new monster. But before that, I also realized I never showed what we can deliver our VIP Sizzling tickets for, because we needed some of them for deliveries, which I did hopefully get enough tickets for everything. I know I showed the Pendant at one point, but I just showed the one that needed standard tickets. I didn't show off all the VIP ones. Granted, the VIP ones are just different colors of the basic one. So let's look at our deliveries here real quick. So the House of Sizzling Spice, so this gives us the Sizzling Snowman decoration, and I mean, this is no different than the other decorations that we've gotten with VIP tickets. These just happen to be themed for the Sizzling Spice Fest. So we'll go ahead and turn this in. I have a peculiar gift ready for you if you have a special ticket from the Sizzling Spice Fest. Get us the materials and we'll deliver it pronto. So Sizzling Snowman decoration. Then there's also the Hanging Rathalos mask, Hanging Rathian mask, and the Hanging Yuko mask, which these are just the masks that were used as decoration in the Gathering Hub for the Sizzling Spice Fest. So nothing super special there. I'm not going to bother running into the house and setting them all up because we've got other things to do, and you did see them in the Gathering Hub at least. Maybe another time I'll kind of show that stuff off, but for now, I just wanted to show that there were those available to purchase with your VIP tickets. Now we'll just take a quick look at the pendants. So this is the one that we initially showed. There's a couple different colors. I'm not going to bother crafting them all at the moment. I'll do that later. We're not going to end up using any of them, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. But those are all the Sizzling Spice Fest pendants. And again, I should have enough tickets to make them all, I hope. And then obviously we also made the layered armor of the Passion set. So with all that aside, let's get into what we're actually doing in this video, which is a new event. Maybe it's a new event? We only have one page. Yeah, there it is. It's only one page. Man, that's so few events when we're so used to having a festival going on and having like 6 or 7 pages or whatever it is of events. Having just one page is crazy. Also they announced that starting the end of August through like the mid of September, we're going to have a repeat of the other festivals that have happened. The only one that we're not going to get is the Sizzling Spice Fest. They're doing all of that to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Iceborne. Obviously, it's the 1-year anniversary of Iceborne on PS4 because PC didn't release until January, I believe it was. So we should still be getting the festivals on PC, but we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of its release on PS4 because we're not anywhere near a year on PC yet, but still. So those will be coming up too. I don't know how much coverage I'll really do on those because they're just a repeat of festivals we've already seen. But we'll probably do some short looks at the Gathering Hubs again while we do other stuff. So the quest we're doing today, though, is called The Last White Knight. We're going to be hunting a Frostfang Barioth. So this is the only way to fight this is in this event quest. I think that's a weird way to do it. I'm not sure why they're starting to do that with monsters only being available in event quests. We had Alatreon first, and now we've got Frostfang Barioth. It's weird. I wish they weren't doing that because then when the events rotate out, we have to wait for them to come back in. And to be fair, Alatreon's apparently available for an entire year. Like, the countdown, it says like it's only available for another like 350 days or something crazy. Which makes me wonder, why even do that? Why not just make it a normal optional quest if you're just going to make it available that much? I don't know. It's weird, but I don't want to get too much into that. Just that I don't necessarily like that they're making certain monsters available only in event quests, because when they do go away, that will suck. So Frostfang Barioth, so it's a variant of the Barioth. It's still Ice Elemental, so no change there, but it's clearly more powerful, and the only version of it is tempered. So the client is the reliable fiver. We finally found it, the treetop assassin that controls the frost. The treetop assassin. I don't know where they get that from, but whatever. The last white knight, they call it. Outmuscling it is out of the question. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. Outmuscling it is out of the question. No, only the most devoted can topple this beast. I await your report, Hunter. So I'm going to assume it's still weak to fire since it's ice. Yeah, I'll just leave that. I know I'm not going to send an SOS, but I'll still leave it at 4. I got to get out of the habit of always setting it to 1, because then when I'm playing alone and I do want to send an SOS, I still will, like... I will still be on, like, 1 Hunter only and be like, oh, I can't fire an SOS. Well, that's no good. So we're going to keep most of our stuff the same as usual, but we're going to throw on our Sephi's Hellblade and the Ice-Proof Mantle. And then let's look at decorations here. Because this is, again, something we don't normally hunt, I do want to put Mind's Eye on here. Is there anything that I can drop that I have like a level 4 decoration to replace? That's in like a level 2 slot. I'm sure I probably have a challenger and something. Let's see what we've got. Agitator. Okay. Huh. A level of Divine Blessing wouldn't be the end of the world. That'd be kind of nice. Or we could go with Recovery up. Let's take the Divine Blessing. I think that'll be more useful. And then we'll change you over to Mind's Eye. There. Now we don't have to worry about bouncing, just in case. Now, when we are using the Ice-Proof Mantle, what should we add? Quicker Focus? That might not be bad. Maybe Destroyer? That could be good. Let's do that. I like that. And while wearing Temporal Mantle, let's do Recoveries. Wait, not Recovery Speed. That's not what I want. I want Medicine. I know none of these really... These are not meta by any means and not necessarily that useful, but I like the idea of having them on my armor because they're things that could be handy in a pinch. So I think that's a good idea. Just making sure I don't have like Heartbreaker somewhere else on here. No, okay. Or I knew I didn't have Recovery up, but all right. So this should be a pretty good setup. So let's go eat. Oh. Do I want to change the pendant on this? We've been using this pendant for a while. I've got a lot of other pendants. Let's see if we've got anything else that we want to throw on that would be cool, that would go well with this. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Silver Rathalos claws. They match the Silver Rathalos longsword, but I kind of want to use something else that we don't maybe use very often. I have so many freaking pendants now. I like them. I really should swap them out more. Ooh, I know what I want to go with. Doesn't quite match, but it's fun. We're going to put the Coral Puke Puke on there. Yeah, alright, cool. I like that. Just for a little goofy fun here. Normally I'm quite serious when it comes to hunting, but I think it's fun to have a little chuckle every now and then. And it's adding that little nice little pendant there isn't going to change much in the grand scheme of our hunt. Yeah, let's go with these. I'm hoping I won't need Safeguard, so I'm not going to eat for it. And I really think that having some extra elemental resistance might not be a bad idea. Because I don't think we have a lot of frost resistance on this set. Now we do. So 24. So we won't be getting any blight here, which will be good. And then on top of that, that will have boosted our elemental attack power a bit because the Alatreon armor set. Now we shouldn't need poisons. Let's pop those off so we can bring our hot drinks. Alright, we should be all set. My way of being a little silly without going overboard and ruining the seriousness, I put a tiny little stuffed Puke Puke on my weapon. Well, I guess, is that on the weapon or on the sheath? Let's find out. It's on the sheath, okay. Get all prepped here. Actually, I want my hot drink next. Huh, we can't see it because, of course, it's, we've never seen it before. Yeah, I can't do anything to mark it. Great. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, you know what? Let's remember for the first time in a long time to actually use our Tail Raider signal. Alright. Let's go find this thing. Ooh, old scratch marks. There we go. There it is. I found it. Oh, this is not where I want to fight it, but let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I also don't remember anything about this monster that they told us other than its ice is a lot stronger than a normal Barioth. Its decoration is cool. I like the little, like, tiger stripes on it and stuff. It's big, too. Oh. Alright, that's a thing. Cool. Oh, that's gonna be brutal. Oh, God, okay. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and throw on Temporal so we can try and learn some stuff here while we have a moment. Okay, that's the same as normal Barioth. So it looks like its moves are just slightly changed. Okay, got the Foresight, that's good. Now it's going to be completely different though. Oh, that's what it's doing, that's really cool! So it blasts itself back, leaving that crazy ice on the ground, and it jumps onto the wall. Ooh, it does a double jump now, okay, good to know. Glad I had Temporal. This thing's awesome, I like it. That's so sick. Did it just, like, freeze the its front claws to make them stronger? I think that's what it did. That's, oh, this thing's really freaking cool. Oop, Temporal wore off, so let's throw on Ice Proof. Oh, oh, you, sir, are a dick! Ooh, that hurt a lot. Might want to pick that up so I don't waste it. Okay. Oh, God. He moves around a lot. He's gonna do it again, isn't he? Nope, he didn't. He only did it once. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. And my only choice is to get hit. That sucks. Oh, God. Okay. So even standing in its ice for like half a second will get you stuck. Oof. Okay, this thing hits hard and fast. I really like this. It's tough, though. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Can't foresight that. It's gonna hurt. Oh, let me get out of there before he hits me again. Okay, let's grab this. Oh, I missed. I still had a lot more time there, though. Okay. This is just a bad spot to fight it, too, being stuck in this tiny little cave. Sorry, buddy. Alright, I wanted to attack the face, but the tail's over here, so we'll go after the tail. I'll take what damage I can get. I'm not used to fighting him yet, so going after spots. Just because I want to attack them isn't going to work out as well as just attacking where I can get damage at the moment. Alright, tail's off. That's good. Oh, I hit Foresight late. That or I just couldn't activate it yet. What? Please tell me he's jumping down there and he didn't just, like, decide to go back into this area. Alright. Just a Barioth Lash. That doesn't help me much. Okay. So this is a fun fight so far. I'm liking this. And it looks really, really cool. Grab these marks, because the more we can get its research up, the better. Temporal's back up. It's not enraged, but I can only turn it once, so this is going to be semi-difficult to do. But, nope, it's not going to hit. Oh well. It's still enraged? That's weird. Oh, now it's about to be. Oh, it's so crazy that he gets you caught in between it and then it just attacks you. Like, you can't get out of it. It's really awesome. That's not what I wanted to do. Can I get out? You really can't. That's, ooh, that's different. Wait, do you have to break its face twice? I broke only one of the two fangs. Well, that was different. He got staggered in the middle of it, though, so we didn't get to see the full move, I don't think. Oof. I'm honestly surprised that didn't hit me. Like, it shouldn't have. The hitbox didn't hit me, but the, just... I thought it would have turned right into me. I don't know how else to deal with that other than to get close and get behind him so that he doesn't lock me into getting slowed down. Oof. Oh, he's hungry. Unfortunately, he's also not unenraged, so I can't wall bounce him. Oh, it's bad. Oof. Damage wasn't too horrible, though. I think I was healing from the Safi Jiva set at the time. Oh, please still hit the wall. Okay, good. I was gonna say, he turned at just, like, the worst possible moment. I can't believe that missed. I completely borked that. Oh, he's weak already. Okay. I mean, we're definitely gonna cap it, because of course we are. It's our first time fighting it. Generally how I do things. Capture on the first run. Sorry about my phone buzzing. Okay. Boa material is probably nothing useful. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go up and get our capture. It's gonna be a short video. I mean, we still have to show off the weapons and armor and stuff, so there's still a bit more to do, but I'm just doing this quest in this this video. Oh, my hot drink wore off. I don't need to use one, though, so I'm not going to. Just face the cold for a bit. Sorry, man. Done. Alright, that wasn't bad. He was a really cool monster. His moves are, he's fast, his moves hit pretty hard. He looks cool. It wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, after the difficulty that is Elytreon, he wasn't that difficult. It gives large wyvern gems. Okay, I have 28 of those? Jeez. Oh, I got something. Frostfang ticket. Proof that you've hunted a tempered Frostfang Barioth. Wait, is there a non-tempered one? Bring it to the smithy for a nice price. As far as we know, there's not a non-tempered one. Cryosac. Some of these I think are just normal Barioth parts, but there were a couple things in there that were different. So like Silver White Frostfang is different. Very rare Frostfang Barioth material. Obtained by breaking its head. Sharp, used in many weapons. We got 2 of those, which is good. And then some Barioth lashes, which are just standard Barioth tails. Obtained Frostfang Barioth Claws of Pendant. I really love that they're giving us pendants for these new monsters and stuff. That's a lot of fun. I mean, pendants are just this little fun thing to do. Like I said, you know, for how serious I am as a hunter, it gives me one little way to be goofy. You know, just have a little fun while still being a serious hunter. Keep a straight face, but have that little doodle there. Alright, so let's check out, I guess, the weapon first. I'm assuming we just have to forge it. I doubt it's an increase from the Barioth line. I could be wrong. Is there not a longsword? There it is. Okay. It's for some reason way up here. I don't understand that either. Anyway, that looks really cool. Okay. I like the look. I wish it was a straight sword, but this is fine. You know, it's unique and cool looking. Fair enough. Stats are incredibly good. Holy crap. Do you have an upgrade? After I make it, do you have an upgrade? Not that. I gotta go with something that's not. Where are all my There we go. I don't know where this is gonna be on the list. Not down here, clearly. Is it up near Barioth? Oh, it doesn't have an upgrade. Okay, that's fine, though. I mean, it's still extremely powerful, but I'm surprised it's a rarity 11 and not a rarity 12. Obviously, it's got lower raw than our Saphi weapons, but its element is through the roof. So, is that Stygian Gula level raw? Gotta remember where all my weapons are. Oh, come on, where's my Stygian Gula? Okay, Stygian Gula. Okay, so it's the same raw as Stygian Gula. But, I mean, it's pretty much better than that in every way. Holy crap. I can't believe they left this thing as a rarity 11. That seems weird. It is nice, though, that you can craft it on its own, or you can upgrade it from the Barioth line. See, and that's what I thought was weird about, say, the Light Break Edge. The fact that it's its own weapon, you can't upgrade it from the Brachydios equipment. Like, and same with the Furious Rajang. I was like, why aren't these just upgrade paths? Why are they separated? And I'm trying to find the Brachydios weapon to kind of show, and I can't find it because of course I can't. It's in here somewhere. There, see, so Brachydios Scimitar ends here at rarity 10, but then we have the Light Break Edge. Like, it didn't make sense that Raging Brachy wasn't just an upgrade to this, because this is garbage and we didn't want it anyway, so at least upgrade this into the better Brachy weapon, and they didn't do it. So, or they could have at least just made it a tree, like a branch or something, which would have been weird to have this branch off and then have this as its own, but still. I think it was smart for them to do this here and be like, okay, you can craft it on its own, or if you have a Barioth weapon, you can upgrade it like normal. Like, it's just a normal upgrade path. I think that's nice. But, so it's got Stygian Gula level raw. The sharpness seems about the same as the Stygian Gula as well. Little tiny bit of purple unless you do handicrafts. And then it's got a good chunk. I'm remembering that. No, you're a completely different weapon than what I wanted to see. Oh, okay, so sharpness is worse in some ways, better in some. So it's less purple, but way more white. So less purple sharpness, way more white. 15% affinity, though, is great. And then 540 ice is insanely high. So this is really good. To me, this is better than the Kjar Sword Stream. However, the Kjar Sword Stream, even though it only has white sharpness, the one thing it has going for it is the critical element. And let's look at Kjar Sword Stream real quick, just to see. Okay, so it's the same level of element. So when comparing these two weapons comparatively, Kjar Sword Stream has less raw, less sharpness, same affinity, same element, but it has critical element, which makes that element higher. So I still think I would use the Frostfang Barioth because of the higher raw and the better sharpness. But this is still a competitor. Now, this also has defense plus 20 in a single slot. I didn't look at what the Frostfang Barioth has for slots. No slots, no defense. So it and the Kjar Sword Stream are pretty even. Kjar Sword Stream, you're getting critical element built in, and you're getting a slot and a little bit of defense. The Adularia Edge, you're getting higher raw and better sharpness. So do you want a slot and defense and critical element, or do you want better sharpness and better raw? So they're interchangeable. They're basically equal. I would probably, I mean, since we have layered weapons, it doesn't really matter. You can make your Kiara Sword stream look like this if you choose to use the Kiara Sword stream, but as you all know with me, I prefer to have purple sharpness, so I probably would use this over the Kiara Sword stream. This is also a very good weapon for people to use to take on Alatreon if you don't have the Kiara Sword stream, which that's the other thing that's a benefit to this. This weapon you can craft. You don't have to have RNG. There's no RNG involved here other than the RNG of did you get enough parts. Unlike Teroth and the Kiara Sword stream where you could turn in parts for days and still not get the weapon you want. So that's at least nice. This is craftable. It's interchangeable with Kiara Sword stream. It's great for taking on Alatreon. It's a little sad we got this after Alatreon. It would have been better to get this first. But, you know, what you gonna do? So let's take a look at the armor next. So I stop ranting about that weapon because, I don't know, I'm still doing like the math in my head. I'm like, does that crit element, does that make it better? And I think in a way, yes, Kiara Sword stream would be better because of the crit element that's built in. The defense and the slot are pretty negligible. Like, the slot's kind of nice, but it's only a level 1 slot, so who cares? But the defense is completely negligible. But, I mean, I do like the higher raw. I like the better sharpness, but giving up crit element is a tough one. But granted, that crit element's only really useful for one thing, and that's Alatreon. Outside of Alatreon, that crit element is not going to outpower that higher raw and better sharpness. So for most cases, the Frostfang Barioth weapon's better. For Alatreon, Kiara Sword stream might still come out on top. Now, looking at... Actually, though, I'm sorry. I'm just still doing the math in my head. Kiara Sword stream will get you to that threshold faster, but the Frostfang Barioth weapon will definitely get you to the element threshold on Alatreon, and you're going to probably kill it faster because the raw damage is higher. I mean, I know it's a minimal amount, but with that purple sharpness, that will make a decent chunk of increase. And all you needed the element for was to get past the elemental threshold. Then raw still's better for killing the thing faster, so I'll take it back. I think Frostfang Barioth is the better weapon overall. I like how it looks better too, so I'm going with that. Frostfang Barioth Longsword is the better of the two out of the Frostfang Barioth and the Kiara Sword stream. So Frostfang Barioth better. Okay, so let's check out this armor. I already know it looks super cool, but let's look at it. Yes, this I like. Very nice. So this is the alpha. Very, very cool looking. What about the beta? I like the beta better in everything except for the helmet. The alpha helmet is better, but the beta is better for everything else because I like that the beta has more plate, whereas the alpha has the little fur cuffs and ankle things that I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just see the metal. And I mean, and I think this is what they're doing is that, like, I don't like that this is necessarily what they do, and I could be wrong about this, but generally, so if you played old Monster Hunters, there was always Blade Master gear and Gunner gear, and it feels like to me the alpha set, it would be the Blade Master look, and the beta set would be the Gunner look. Now, the reason I don't like this is because it basically means you're always going to be using the Gunner look, because the beta has more slots, so as long as you have good gems, you're going to use beta over alpha. And the reason that I think it's the Blade Master and the Gunner look is mainly from low rank and high rank, where, let me kind of show you what I'm talking about here, and I might have discussed this once before, but I'm going to talk about it again anyway, because this annoys me, because I'm going to be wearing the beta, so I'd rather the beta look better, and very often, for the most part, I think they both look good, but because I like being a melee character, I want the heavier, bulkier looking armor. Like, I like heavy armor. Pretty much every game I play, my main character, me, is always in heavy armor using a straight sword or one-handed sword or longsword, whatever you want to call it. So for me, the heavy armor look is what I want. So here's Rathalos Alpha. This very much looks like Blade Master armor. Now let's look at Rathalos Beta. Now it doesn't necessarily look like what old Gunner armor looked like, but notice that the helmet is open. And if I remember correctly, that was always a sign of the Gunner set, is that the helmet was open, but you'd usually also have this like thing on the left arm that was supposed to protect the arm while firing the gun. So it's not exactly Gunner armor, but I think that's kind of where the inspiration came from. Is that Alpha was Blademaster, Beta was Gunner, because they were taking old armor sets and just making them in the new graphics. They weren't completely redesigning everything. So for the most part, it doesn't really bug me because, like, most armors, there's not much of a difference. Like here, again, you almost see no difference between the Beta and the Alpha. The Alpha just has those furry cuffs on it, whereas the Beta doesn't. The helmet's the only thing that really drastically changes. So I do like, the Beta for the chest, the gloves, the waist, and the boots, but I like the Alpha's helmet. So hopefully when we get Master Rank layered armor, we can layer this, because I would just wear Beta armor with the Alpha helmet. But yeah, so that's my little rant, though, about Blademaster and Gunner armor. As a Blademaster, I've always liked the look of Blademaster armor better than Gunner, so when I think something looks like the Gunner armor, I'm just like, ugh, I'm stuck using it. And that's my main complaint about Beta armor. It's not so much in Master Rank, but in low rank and high rank, a lot of times the Beta looked worse than the Alpha. And to me, I think it's just because the Alpha was very clearly the Blademaster, and the Beta, to me, was more like the Gunner, which is almost... I almost never used Gunner weapons in previous games, so... And part of that was because I didn't like how their armor looked. Part of it was I liked using the longsword, and the other part was because I didn't like their armor look. But in any case, this armor looks cool. I'm definitely going to craft both sets. And like I said, I really hope that when we get Master Rank layered, this was one of the sets that'll be layered so that I can wear it more like this. Because this, to me, looks amazing. Like, this armor is really cool looking. I like that it's heavy armor looking. That Alpha helmet just looks sick with that lion kind of design. It's nice overall. Okay, so let's take a look at skills. So the helmet gives us Critical Eye level 2 and Quick Sheath level 1. I already love this. A level 3 slot, a level 2 slot, and a level 1 slot. Wow. Okay, that's nice. Also, let's look at what these Frostfang Absolute Arts are. So, Punishing Draw with 1 piece. 1 piece. That's insane. Adds a stun effect to draw attacks and slightly increases attack power. With 1 piece. All you have to do is put on 1 piece and you get Punishing Draw. That is incredibly powerful for Longsword. With Special Sheath, we're drawing our weapon all the time. Like, Punishing Draw used to be a thing for Greatsword because the old meta was using Punishing Draw and Critical Draw and doing draw attacks out of Greatsword. It changed when True Charge Slash was added, which I think was a nice change. But Longsword never was you didn't use a ton of draw attacks. You drew your weapon, you did some attacks, and then if you had to, you do 1 draw attack every, many attacks. Now, because of Quick Sheath, the EI slashes are draw attacks, so we're constantly doing draw attacks. This is incredibly strong, and if you remember, I used the Barioth armor as our first Master Rank armor that I crafted, and I enjoyed using Punishing Draw. I was getting stuns. Not a ton, but I was getting stuns. This is nice. The fact that all I have to do is take 1 piece and get this is awesome. And then the fact that the helmet gives 2 skills that are actually useful for Longsword, that's great. So we can drop the Quick Sheath to change that level 3 decoration to a level 4 decoration on the helmet. So that's pretty nice. So Critical Eye level 2 and then a bunch of slots. It's pretty awesome. Alright, Armor. Attack Boost level 3. Critical Draw level 1. Level 3 slot, level 2 slot. If we drop the Critical Draw, the beta set, it just drops the Critical Draw and changes that level 3 slot to a level 4 slot. Attack Boost level 3. That's I don't know that we'd use this, honestly. Which is unfortunate, because that body piece does look absolutely amazing. But that is what it is there. So let's look at the gloves. Gloves, 2 level 2 slots. Level 2 Critical Eye and level 2 Slugger. Oh, we didn't talk about this. The Slugger secret is the 3-piece set bonus. So it increases the maximum level of the Slugger skill, which Slugger just increases how much stun you do. So that's actually useful, especially if you have Punishing Draw. So that's pretty cool. Drop down to the beta. Wow. You drop both levels of Slugger, but both those level 2 decorations become level 4 decorations. Okay. It's not bad. and it's level 2 critical eye. This is actually an extremely powerful piece. If you've got 2 expert plus jewels, which I do, you can get critical eye level 6 just with these gloves. That's insane. So those are good. Alright, waste. 2 level 3 slots and a level 1 slot, as well as quick sheath and a level of critical draw. So again, drop that critical draw, increase one of those level 3 slots to a level 4 slot. That's not super useful. And then Frostfang Greaves, attack boost level 1, Slugger level 3, 2 level 1 slots. I was going to say, if you're going to drop 3 levels of Slugger, you better give us 2 level 4 gems, which it does. So just get the attack boost level 1 and 2 level 4 slots. Okay. So the helmet and the gloves are the best pieces here, for sure. These are very good. Just with these 2 pieces alone, you'll hit critical eye level 6 easily, and then you'll still have a level 4 slot. Oh no, okay, so you could wear this, and you can get critical eye level 7 and still have a level 4 slot, 2 level 4 slots, a level 2 and a level 2 slot open. That's incredible. Now, obviously, you have no crit boost yet, but still, that's incredible. And then also, we're getting Punishing Draw. So that's just 2 pieces. But really, if I was going to do something with this, I would probably just use the gloves with a completely different set. This probably goes well with Silver Soul, because you could wear 4 pieces of Silver Soul and then these gloves, and you're basically maxing out critical eye easily. So that could be nice. I might have to switch back to Silver Soul for some stuff. So overall, it's a pretty good set. It's not... I don't know that it's necessarily game-changing, but that's exactly what I wanted. Like, this is a set where you could do a lot with it, but it's not the be-all, end-all of the game. So that's pretty cool. And the fact that it only... Man, so it uses... You could get Punishing Draw, and then you could wear 2 pieces of Raging Bracky armor to get Agitator's Secret, and then you can still, if there's another level 2-piece set bonus out there you want, you could put that on too. That's pretty crazy. Huh. This armor set is there's a lot of utilities for this, so this is cool. So not only does it look awesome, but it has a lot of utility, so I'm excited about that. I'm probably going to build the set and make something with it that we can use in future hunts. But I really like the equipment we got here. Longsword's nice. I'm sure I'll use it for some stuff. It doesn't really outperform the Saphy Ice Weapon, because the Saphy Ice Weapon's got more purple sharpness, at least the way we build it. It's got more purple sharpness, more raw, only 10% less affinity. The element is nice on the Frostfang Barioth weapon, but the problem is, element is so not scaled well. It's never been. Monster Hunter's never done element well. But on most hunts, other than Elatreon, element's not really that important. Now, obviously, I always take a weapon that has some kind of element on it, and it's usually the element that matches the weakness of the monster I'm fighting. But that element's not really doing a lot. The main reason I do that is just because the Saphy weapons all have something on them, and it's taking the one that the element that they're weak to is going to provide more damage than taking just whatever. But overall, I never really look to high element weapons as any kind of major change, because they generally get outperformed by focusing raw. So, and it's much easier to focus raw because there's so many skills that increase your raw damage, and there aren't a ton of skills that increase your element. And like I said, the elemental formula is not great. It doesn't scale very well. There's only a couple of weapons, I've said this many times, there's only a couple of weapons that really can really optimize on element, and that's bow and dual blades, and then sword and shield. And even then, people argue sword and shield can't even really do it anymore, and it gets better performance out of raw. So hopefully maybe one day they'll adjust that a little bit. They'd have to completely tweak the damage formula, though, because just increasing numbers won't really do much, other than maybe making element better than raw. But in that case, raw is already really good, so they'd have to really pump the numbers to make element better, and do we really want something to be even more drastically powerful? I'd rather them just balance the formula, the damage formula maybe in the next game, so that you really are making a choice between should I go raw or should I go element, and what's the benefits of each. Maybe they could, instead of balancing the damage formula, they could maybe give some kind of benefit to using the element, like with Alatreon. You know, when you use the elements it's weak to and build up enough, it weakens its Eschaton Judgment. Now, I don't want more things like Eschaton Judgment that are one-shots, but let's use Anjanath as an example. Maybe if you take a water element weapon and you do enough elemental damage, it can no longer light its snout on fire for a certain amount of time or something. So you're taking away one of its tools by using the element. So maybe you're doing a little less damage because raw maybe is overall more damaging, but the element still has some kind of benefit that makes the hunt more manageable. So that's kind of what I want them to do. I think that would be smarter than just trying to make element do more damage, because I feel like we'll just shift things where we'll end up focusing element instead of raw and it won't really change much. It'd make more sense to me instead to give element a function that's different than just straight damage. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and end there. I went and talked and ranted for a bit. I'll definitely be fighting more Frostfang Barioth off camera so that I can make the armor set and the weapon. Oh, that's one more thing we can check out. I'm sorry. Let's see if there's Palico Armor. Please have Palico Armor. Yay. Not as yay. Yeah. I kind of like the body. I don't like that helmet though, because it's just hair and it just looks kind of goofy. But I like the kind of debonair suit there, the duelist jacket and stuff. And the sword looks cool, so there's at least that. But I don't know if we'll end up using that. But yeah, so I'll definitely make the armor. I'll make the weapon. We'll definitely get some use out of them. But for now, that's where I'm going to end things. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos. And of course, you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. However, that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching. And as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.